request our invited guests and dignitaries to kindly join us on stage. Please put your hands together for Mr. Ullas Kamath, founder UK and Co. Dr. Manjunath Bhandary, member of Karnataka Legislative Council. Mr. Rohit Bhat, founder, WorkWork, 99 Games and Robosoft Technology. Professor Narendra L. Naik, Chairman, Expert Group of Institutions. Dr. Usha Prabha N. Naik, Chairman, Expert Group of Institutions. Mr. Ankush N. Naik, Director, Information Technology, Expert Group of Institutions. Please put your hands together for our dignitaries. Expert Group of Institutions, I, Dhriti Hegde, welcome you all to the exclusive launch event of Expert eLearn, an AI-enabled learning platform. It brings me immense pleasure to welcome our esteemed guest for today, Mr. Ullas Kamath. Welcome, sir. A hearty welcome to Dr. Manjunath Bhandary. Welcome, sir. A warm welcome to Mr. Rohit Bhat. Welcome, sir. A hearty welcome to Professor Narendra L. Naik. Welcome, sir. A warm welcome to Dr. Usha Prabha N. Naik. A hearty welcome, ma'am. And a warm welcome to Mr. Ankush N. Naik. Welcome, sir. I extend my cordial welcome to all the invited guests, media personals, and the Expert eLearn team. May I now request all the dignitaries to kindly come forward to light the lamp and officially inaugurate the launch event. Back in terms of technology. As we explore and strive to excel in the rapidly evolving landscape of education, it is very clear to us that AI is poised to revolutionize the way we learn, teach, and access knowledge. Our IT director, Mr. Ankush N. Naik, deeply understands the challenges faced by today's education system and has always strived to address these challenges with the aid of technology. And it is his innovative thinking that led to the birth of Expert eLearn app. And at the heart of this platform is EZ, a revolutionary AI-powered learning companion. And today, we proudly stand before you introducing this cutting-edge AI-powered learning platform. Mr. Ankush N. Naik is the Director of Information Technology at Expert and a lecturer in physics. He holds a BTech from NITK Surathkal and a MS in Material Science and Engineering from University of Arizona, USA. Additionally, he has a certificate in digital transformation from the University of Virginia Darden School of Business. Mr. Ankush N. Naik has gained research experience at both the Baba Atomic Research Center and the Indian Institute of Science. It is only apt to know more about this wonderful e-learning platform from our IT director, Mr. Ankush N. Naik. I request you, sir, to kindly deliver the introductory remark.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, invited guests, media persons, and my dear colleagues. Today I stand here with a very proud head and a proud heart, because I feel it is a dream that has actually come true. Expert eLearn was born with an objective to make learning more efficient and more accessible. To go back, Expert eLearn came out of an idea where Expert already had something very revolutionary which nobody had ever done before. And of course, I should thank my parents for that. Both of them, they came with this revolutionary idea of postal coaching. Many of you might have heard of it. Postal coaching was a grand success with thousands of students from even the remotest parts of our state and our country getting access to good quality education and the content that Expert has been known for. But as time progressed, as technology progressed, somewhere we felt that there is a need to there's a need for this postal coaching to evolve into a way where it is more accessible, things can be updated, and content can be available in different forms. And I should say that Expert eLearn is kind of a spiritual successor to this postal coaching. But of course, sometimes they say, the prodigal son returns. So Expert eLearn, in some ways, because of what technology provides, can actually do a lot more. But at the end, it is definitely born out of that revolutionary idea of making education more accessible. In fact, the work on Expert eLearn did not start recently. It started back in 2019, I must say, just before the pandemic. In 2019, we started work on creating an e-learning platform, but definitely based on the technology at the time. And at the time, nobody has heard of AI. So 2019 was a time where we started working on it. 2020, we had no choice. The COVID-19 pandemic hit. We had to take all our teaching learning processes online. How effective it was is a question that might have multiple answers. And the good thing about this was that we were able to learn from our surroundings, learn from our experiences. We were able to experiment and finally come to the position that we are here today. We did online teaching, but at some point we felt that this is not enough. We have to change with the changing times. There must be something where technology is changing, but are we quick enough to adapt it? And here the biggest question is, how do you distinguish hype versus real relevant technology? Because especially in the technology field, there's a lot of hype also that goes on. And we have to really understand, okay, is this something that can be used only for marketing? Or is this something that is really relevant and will be useful for students? And as we went through that process, we actually developed something that we feel is going to really help students take the power of learning into their own hands. In fact, when I proposed this idea to my parents that, okay, we should do something like this, one thing I must say, they were extremely supportive. And I must really thank both my father and my mother for this. It was not just their support, but they were also guiding lights. Because they actually guided me on a lot of ideas. We started this whole process, and there are multiple aspects to this. One, you require a lot of manpower to do it. You require a team, and luckily for me, the entire Expert family, everybody in our team was ready to, put their efforts into making this a grand success. And all of them are here today with me. Really, a round of applause to the entire Expert eLearn team who has worked on this. Not only that, of course, it requires financial support also. There's a lot of investment that goes into it. And definitely, my parents have always been supportive in that matter because, of course, I have also grown with the idea that you should not waste money. Anything that you spend should be really useful. And of course, my mother actually gave me the idea, if we are anyway doing it, first let us do it for our students. Let us see how, because definitely we have such a huge pool of students. I don't think there can be any better sample to try it on than our own students. And then we will release it to the public, the general public. So any idea requires a support system to bring that idea into reality, and I'm very, very happy that I have had that support system in the form of the entire expert family. It is said that education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one. So we wanted to actually help students develop that ability to have an open mind and to not be spoon-fed information. The best way to learn is to ask questions. And that is what Expert eLearn encourages the students to do. It is what Expert eLearn encourages the students to do. So question is, how do you make learning more efficient? How do you help students understand concepts at their own pace in a way that is accessible to everybody? Because every student has their own learning styles, every student has their own aptitude, every student has their own pace of learning. And it is important for this system to be very, very flexible and adaptable. And that is where AI gives us the power. It is not just about content. Yes, initially when e-learning or online learning started, it was all about how do you deliver content in a easy enough manner to the students. But today it's not about that. It is about how do you make this content, or how does a student get access to whatever content they want in the quickest way, in the most efficient way possible, rather than having to search for the information that is present. And this content, we are very proud. Expert has a huge repository of content, and not only that, it has an experience of almost 4 decades. Expert was started in 1986, and today, we are not today, of course, this year we are completing 38 years. And definitely that experience has gone into developing that content. And now, how do you make this content, this quality content? It is not just about technology. Please remember that. Bill Gates has very rightly said, technology is just a tool in terms of getting the kids to work together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important thing here. You can have all the technology in the world. There may be big companies, big IT companies that do a lot of things. And they can do it much better than us. But what can we do? We have the best teachers, and I'm proud of that. And we can provide that quality of teachers, their delivery, their content in a very nice way. So I will just explain a few features. Of course, later there will be a short video explainer as well, but I will explain a few features so that I can probably elaborate on it, because since we have worked on this. First of all, these explainer, first of all, he's very excited. Okay. The Expert eLearn platform is basically an app. Now this app will have, first of all, the basic content delivery features. That is, it will have explainer videos on almost every concept that is possible. And of course, we are starting with what we have expertise in, that is PU science. So we will start with NEET and JEE content, and as of course years progress or days progress, we will also start expanding into various domains. Now there are 10-minute explainer videos. Why? We don't want a student to look through hours of video footage to find what they want. If I want to know a particular concept, how can you effectively explain it in 10 minutes? That is the hallmark of a good teacher, let me tell you that. It is very easy to take a 2-hour, 3-hour lecture on a topic. Can you explain that concept within 10 minutes? It's very difficult. You can ask any teachers here. It's a real challenge. Now, so you have 10-minute explainer videos, and that's not all. When a student is watching a video Just like what happens in a usual classroom, a good teacher will not simply go and start lecturing. In between, they will ask the students questions to understand whether the students have absorbed what is being taught in the class. This is exactly what is going to happen here also. When you are watching a video, there will be a sudden mid-video break where a question will be posed to the student, and only once the student answers this question, they are able to move ahead into the video. Otherwise, they have to go back and again look through what has been done. This way, students are not simply blindly watching the videos. They have that responsibility to be attentive and answer those questions and only then move ahead. Additionally, they will get all the study material of expert at their fingertips. Anytime, chapter-wise, topic-wise, I can just go and I can select what I want. They don't have to look through hundreds of books to get the information that they want. But as our MC Dhriti rightly put, at the core, at the heart of our expert e-learn is what we are very proud of, expert's new AI learning companion called as EZ. It is spelt as the English alphabets E and Z, but pronounced as easy. Why? Because it makes learning very easy. Right? What does easy do? And how is it different from other so-called AI chatbots that are out there or any other search engine? First of all, AI gives informative responses, but these informative responses are based on experts' content. It is not based on what is available on the internet. If you have ever used ChatGPT, you would have seen just below the typing space there is a sentence that the responses may be unreliable. Please check before getting any important information. That is because the internet is full of information, and sometimes it may be right, sometimes it may be wrong. Whereas here, since this is trained on experts' data, it is able to give very relevant, curated information which is relevant to the students. And not only information, getting information is one thing, but what about references? How do you know that the information is reliable? Or if I get an information, how do I get more detailed stuff on this? So it actually gives you references immediately, where if it is available in one of our study materials, it will exactly, you click on that, it takes them to the page where the content is present and the student can continue reading in detail. Or a teacher might have explained it in one of the videos. Imagine the student asks, what is law of conservation of momentum? And it gives a response, law of conservation of momentum is this. And finally it says, reference found, video. Click on it. And when you click on it, it exactly takes them to whichever video, 2 minutes, 34 seconds in this video, the teacher has explained it. So automatically that video opens up. So this is something that really helps the student, it engages the student. And not only that, as I said, the best way to learn is asking questions. AI won't help you unless you ask it to. So that is very important. The moment the whole process of the student asking the questions itself is a learning tool, you can say. Not only that, AI can actually, this easy can help them compare two similar concepts. Many times, especially in science, there are concepts that are very similar and students may not understand what is the difference. How is centripetal force different from centrifugal force? How is center of mass different from center of weight or center of gravity? So these are things that students may have some difficulty. Teacher might have taught it in class long ago, but forgotten. Sometimes books are little difficult. You have to go through each topic on your own and try to understand. But here what Easy helps them do is it gives a instantaneous, it gives you a very nice side-by-side comparison, and it also supports mathematical equations, chemical equations, all the scientific expressions also. Because especially from a science background, we can't have simply essay type text there. You need support for all of this. There are some subjects like biology where memory-based learning is important. There are a lot of concepts which you need to remember, a lot of terminologies that you need to remember. So this Easy can also help the students create flashcards, where the question is on one side, you click on it, it flips over and the correct answer comes there. The students can develop their memory-based skills also using these flashcards. Not only that, students can say, okay, now I've understood the concept, give me 10 MCQs, I want to try some questions on this. And it instantly generates MCQs hardly in a few seconds. And students can solve those MCQs, and it will have detailed answers and solutions as well. I remember, I think little more than a year ago, I was having a discussion with the Ullas Kamath sir at Valachil when he had visited. And I was talking about how these days most of the content that is available everywhere, especially if you go on YouTube and you search for some of this content, most of it is in Hindi. And I was telling very casually that we take pride that all of our content is in English and all of that. But he opened my eyes. He said, especially when you go away from the big cities, it is very important to learn in the vernacular languages also. Many people understand concepts better in their mother tongue. And I really took it very seriously. And I'm very proud that now our Easy can actually translate any of this content into multiple languages. So if a student wants to learn in Kannada, I can just say, explain this to me in Kannada. Or imagine it has already generated in English, I can say translate. And it will give a very nice translation. Of course, translations are never 100% accurate, you know it. But to the best possible method, it will translate it. And it will give a very nice translation in Kannada. If not Kannada, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Marathi, Malayalam, you name it, it can translate into that language. So this is something we want to make education accessible in the students' comfortable mother tongue or whatever regional language they're comfortable with. And this is something that Easy can do. And one very important feature is the ability to create study plans. Now, a core part of self-paced learning is the student needs to effectively manage their time and effectively manage what they are studying. Because many times you would have noticed, okay, if the teacher has given homework, okay. If not, students may waste their time not knowing what to study. Just because there's a lot of content available today. What do I study? How do I study? How much time do I dedicate for each thing? So this Easy helps the students create study plans. Now, what are these study plans? Student can choose saying that I want to understand this subject, this chapter, this topic in a little more detail. And I'll say, the Easy will ask them, okay, how many days per week do you want to study? How many hours per day do you want to study? And it takes all this information, and first thing it does is gives them a test. Why? To understand the student's strengths and weaknesses. When the student answers the test, based on that information, the AI is able to generate a personalized, individualized study plan for that student, and it will give a weekly plan. Weekly, day 1, day 2, what the student has to study. At the end of each week, there will be a checkpoint test again. So when the student answers that test, now the AI realizes, okay, I had given this much for the student to study, but has the student actually reached that level of competence that was expected out of that student? And if not, it automatically adapts the study plan. So it is not just you giving the study plan. It is just like a mentor being right next to you and actually guiding you through this process, and that study plan continues till the student reaches the required level of mastery over that particular concept. So this is something again which is AI enabled. Now, of course, these are just a gist of some of the features that are available, and as technology evolves, so will our platform. Because it is important, especially with the tech-based platforms, that you don't remain stagnant. As technology evolves, we also have to change, and we are definitely extremely dedicated towards that ideal. Now, how do we give access to these all these things? One, it's an Android app, it is available, but we want students to use technology responsibly. Because especially if you give all these things in the hands of a teenager, now parents will question, why do you want all these things? They will misuse, they will say that they are doing online learning, but they are doing something else. We don't want that to happen. So we are giving this currently in the form of a completely locked down tablet, and where everything is being monitored and controlled by our team, such that the student cannot use anything else uh, other than our platform. So that way, students actually develop that interest. And since we have experience dealing with a lot of adolescents and teenagers, thousands of adolescents and teenagers every year, we know what are the things that they can try to crack. And we have developed safeguards in order to prevent all of that, right? And that is why even if a student tries to factory reset the device, nothing is going to happen. It is going to boot back into our own configuration. So this is something that we have at the device level, we have actually completely taken control of that. At the same time, screen time is something that must be done very responsibly. We don't want students to sit all night looking at the screen and trying to completely, not get their sleep properly. Regular sleep habits are very important in the academic life. So what we have done is, in the night 11 p.m. till morning 5 a.m., the screen completely goes off. Nothing else can be accessible. That way, let students, if somebody has a habit of studying late in the night, let them read books, not look at a screen. Our technology is not meant to replace books. It is not meant to replace teachers. Technology will never replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers is transformative. And that is what we are trying to do. Yeah. So, I would like to, before I conclude, just say that all of this is only possible because of a team effort. It is not possible by any one individual. And I am really grateful, and I thank the entire expert eLearn team and all our well-wishers for their dedication, their determination, and all the efforts they have put day and night into making this possible. And I would just like to conclude by saying that I hope we have all of your support. Of course, right now, this particular expert eLearn will be available currently to our students, that is our college and coaching students. But within a few months, hopefully by the crash course that happens usually before the exams next year, we are going to release it to the general public as well. Once again, I thank you all for your patient listening and for being here. And let me just say, let us together transform the education landscape. Thank you so much.
For rightly putting the use of technology and how expert believes in rightly using the cons of technology. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to embrace the change. The time has come where expert revolutionizes the education field with the launch of its exclusive learning app. May I now request Mr. Ullas Kamath, founder UK & Co, to kindly come forward and inaugurate the expert eLearn app. I request all the dignitaries to kindly join in. Put your hands together as we all witness this historical moment of unveiling one of the revolutionary technology in the field of education, the first step towards change taken by the great institution, Expert. Presenting to you the Expert eLearn app. As we move forward with the inauguration, I hope that this app becomes the right tool in the hands of the students as well as the wonderful expert team. Expert eLearn app makes learning easier, faster, and enjoyable. What makes this app even better and one of its kind is the AI-powered learning companion, Easy. I request Mr. Rohit Bhat, founder, WorkWork 99 Games and Robosoft Technology, to give more power to our learning app by launching the Easy, the AI-powered learning companion. Please put your hands together as we inaugurate the AI-powered learning companion, Easy. Thank you, dignitaries. It is now time to witness the eLearn app in action. Presenting to you the AI-enabled learning platform, Expert eLearn. As truly quoted by Mr. Ankush and Naik, the only thing that is constant is change. And we believe that we can keep working towards the updating of this new platform. Thank you, expert, for bringing something like this into the world, which is definitely going to revolutionize the world of education. We are honored to have eminent personalities with us today to share our joy with us. One such personality is Mr. Ullas Kamath. Mr. K. Ullas Kamath was the Joint Managing Director of Jyoti Labs Limited, JLL. While at JLL for 31 years, he has been the driving force in transforming JLL from a single-branded family-owned enterprise to a multi-branded FMCG conglomerate. He also serves as the chairman of the FICCI Karnataka State Council and a member of the FICCI Startup Committee, New Delhi. He is the governing council member of the Foundation of Innovation and Technology Transfer, FITT, IIT, New Delhi. For his work and leadership, He has won several awards over the years. He channels his expertise in building family enterprises as the program chair at the Ullas Kamath Center for Family Managed Businesses at Nitte University, and also the founder of UK & Co, a boutique management consulting collective that works on creating value for select family business. He is rightly called Sadhanegala Saradara. A hearty welcome to you, sir. May I now request you to kindly deliver the address.
Nice to be here in Mangalore and nice to be with expert family. Known them for now over almost 10 years now. Today, the technology, I know, as Captain Ganesh sir said, that we know how old we are and how disconnected we are in the real world. And we did our education by, in those days we had second-hand books, third-hand books, and fourth-hand books also. And the fourth-hand books used to get it at 10% of the value of the books, and second-hand used to be at 50%. And in the fourth-hand and the second-hand, the difference is that you need to write some poems. Last 4 poems will not be there, and the first page will not be there. But we used to manage that. So I'm a firm believer in a fourth-hand book because that the contents are the same, but the only thing is it looks bad. That's the only thing. And from there today, e-learn, e-platform, AI, ML, robotics, and people like Rohit, Bhat, who are all pride of our region, who have developed the games using all these kind of things. It makes us to feel that we are no less than anybody in the world. And country from agriculture background country, struggling to feed our 35 crore population when we got the population. When we got the independence, struggling to feed our population then. We were negative agriculture produce country when we got the independence. Today at 140 crore population, we are excess in producing our agricultural thing, and we are also giving free to many countries who wants to take it, which we used to receive in 40s and 50s. From there, agriculture to industrialization here, being a bit of manufacturing, we are done, but now completely towards knowledge-driven economy, wherein yesterday, even the Ukrainian president, when he was talking about India, he was talking about the knowledge, talking about the technology, talking about ahead of time, unthinkable. And to that extent, our knowledge is relevant. And our leaders are relevant. And our leaders have proved that we are the best diplomats in the world, wherein we can hug both the presidents within 17 days of difference, wherein both the people are happy and whole world don't know which side we are taking because we take the side of the peace. So this is new India. This is new world we are living. And the people are able to connect past and the present will be able to fairly, we'll be able to see the future. People who have not seen the past, they may not believe in future. But the people who have seen the past, where we were, where we are, and where we are going, and also if you see which way the world is going and which way we are going, it is undoubtedly very, very clear in our mind that knowledge drives everything, and knowledge is through the teachers. And teachers are, at this point in time, we need the best of the teachers because students are as good as teachers. And we know what kind of teachers we had, and we know what kind of teachers we have now, and there are exceptional teachers whom we need to respect, recognize, and build that talent. No country can grow without good teachers at all levels, and expert is doing the best job in that. And complete credit to you and both Narendra Naik and his wife, Usha Prabha. For them, they live education, they breathe education, and for them everything is to education, education, education. And at the same time, probably in the last 38 years, maybe a lakh of students must have gone through the expert education. And 38 years means the first student today will be a retired person sitting somewhere, he also gone through. While the student is retired, but Narendra Naik and Usha Prabha Naik have not retired. That is the beauty. If you say a student has come in the first batch at 38 years back, if I put the math, he'll have happily retired and saying that I'm from expert, but he should know that teachers don't retire. Students retire faster than the teachers. And this is the beauty of expert. Now the going forward, very, very evident. In India, anything to do with the technology, the whole world will respect. What does that mean? You are in agriculture, agri-tech people will respect it. You are in health, health tech people respect. You are in finance, finance tech, fintech people respect. You are in education, edu-tech people will respect. No doubts on it. It is an extension of what you are doing and reaching the masses, reaching the masses, reaching the masses, reaching the person who cannot access, even now he can access because you are unit economics, and when you take the scale, then everything can be free. Everything can be free. Because when you give free, the knowledge will flow, knowledge will flow, knowledge will flow, and somebody will pay, somebody rates, somebody gets the knowledge, and it is undoubtedly very, very revolutionary thing what you have done. And I'm a firm believer of family. If anything comes out of the family, the value system are intact. I can see SS Naik. SS Naik must have gone for other meeting. I saw SS Naik, and we see Narendra Naik, the generation one, and we see Usha Prabha, and we see their kid, and we see her Ankush, and we are seeing Deepika, and the kid has already started talking that I want to talk, I want to talk. So he's making noise sitting here, saying that give me the mic, I also want to talk. This is family. And the value system are the same. And going forward, this is what survives, and this is what has survived in the past, and in future this survives. So you continue to do what you're doing, be relevant to the present day generation, and do not ignore the value system what elders have brought in. That's very, very important. And you need to do the right thing in the right way, at the right time, with the right people, at the right place. Nothing can go wrong. If you follow this 5, nothing can go wrong. Now, Mangalore is education hub. It's a destination for education. So you are in the right place. So if you were to do the same thing from probably another corner of the country, people may not believe that, right? Now we know what Kota is for. We know what Delhi is for. Anybody who has gone to Delhi for IAS, we know that something will come out of that. Anybody who has gone to Kota, we know something will come out of that. Similarly, when people say that I'm going for education in Mangalore, I said, good luck to you. It's a nice place to go. So Mangalore is undoubtedly for education, for health, and also for finance. So you have chosen the right place. I mean, lucky you're born into this region. Now you need to have the right kind of people if you want to do. And you will not get better teachers than what you have around, which you have grown up with them. Today, you are the director of IT, but there are many teachers in your expert have participated in your first birthday function. That you need to be keeping in your mind. You need to keep in your mind that today you must be a director of IT, but there are many people who have attended your first birthday's function. Still they are working there, right? Still they are working happily. Now, when you have the right kind of people, if you do the right way in India is cross-subsidizing. Charge the rich, give free to the poor. Simple. In technology you can do that. 1 will pay for 10, 10 will pay for 100, 100 will pay for 1,000, 1,000 will pay for 10,000. And cross-subsidizing, when you do it, it works for win, win, win for everyone. And the quality is what finally remains. And the quality when you give today, report says that 75% of our graduates are unemployable because they cannot be employed. They don't know anything other than the degree. They don't know anything because they cannot go back previous day of interview. They cannot review something. But today you can extend that whenever you want to refresh. Go through my thing. You will get from 11th standard, 12th standard, degree, any questions. You can say what probable questions could be there. AI will tell you. that this is a probable question for today's interview. At least prepare yourself when you go, so probably they are more employable. Because when we, after writing the exams, we know as students, we just leave everything there only, along with the question paper, answer paper, and knowledge also, we leave it and will come, and we pass, we pass. So that has to change, and that will change over a period of time. All we need is some kind of an assistance which you are giving through the technology, and this product, what you have done, it will go around the world. In the world today, we have one line of developed countries, the other one is developing countries, and there are many countries in the Middle East and the North African countries, they don't even have the access to the basic education. Work with the government and tell them that we give them the free education. Expert will give the free education. Whichever the country is required, will give you free from here, and that's the way you need to say that this is a product of India. Expert is no more a Bangalore-based product. Expert is no more now Kodiyalbail or Valachal campus. No, Expert belongs to the humanity, and it belongs to the students. And you should give it free, 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 in such a way that people say that, how do I get to know so much for nothing? Only thing they need to spend is, which they don't. Only thing students don't spend is the time. Money they spend, but the time they don't spend. For that you need to add lot of games here, lot of saying that, okay, if you do this, I'll give the star. If you do this, you'll get this star. If you get more star, you'll get this. And today with the technology, you can give them the ice cream also. You can tell that whoever passes, they get Hangyo ice cream. No, like, and connect that to a Hangyo ice cream's app, and that app will deliver ice cream home. So kid will feel it that, okay, I passed that examination, I got the Hangyo ice cream at home. That's the celebration. So technology, 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 basic knowledge, put in technology, and keep upgrading, keep upgrading, keep upgrading, and you need to go beyond your comfort zone. One advice I'll give it to you is that go beyond comfort zone. Wherever you are comfortable, go from there. Mangalore is education hub. Bangalore is technology hub. So you need to marry Mangalore, and then India, then globe. And the day when you go to Silicon Valley and you send all your materials for all over the world, then we know that from where to where. And everything is possible in today's context. Everything is possible in today's context. And platform, what your parents have put, is amazing platform. And the kind of campus what you have, I've seen that. It's an amazing campus. And now, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We need to do cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. What works, it works everywhere. So please do lots and lots, and good luck to all the expert teachers. And teachers makes us what we are today, and nothing can go wrong in anything when you have a great teacher. And great teacher with the technology is an amazing thing. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I must say that Mr. Ullas Kamath has always been a person who always guides the team expert. And I hope, sir, in future with your guidance, expert eLearn can be the forefront runner in the edutech. So I hope we can reach masses with all the guidance that you can provide. Thank you so much.
Ullas is always Ullas. Yes.
Truly said, Ullas is always Ullas. So moving ahead, another eminent personality with us here today is Mr. Rohit Bhat. I must say that when we were talking about this inauguration program, and when anybody heard that Mr. Rohit Bhat is going to be here, and their eyebrows were raised, Mr. Rohit Bhat from Robosoft? That was the expression. It is indeed honor to have you with us here, sir. Mr. Rohit Bhat began his career in 1996 as the founder of Robosoft Technologies. In 2008, he founded both 99 Games Online Private Limited and Global Delight, where he served as the founder and CEO of 99 Games Online Private Limited and as the founder of Global Delight. In the last 25 years, Mr. Rohit Bhat has done it all, from coding to product designing, marketing to sales, team building, trade shows, and whatnot. It is an honor to hear from a man who plans and builds innovative technology. I request you, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
First of all, thanks, Ankush, for
calling me and inviting me for this event. And when you called me, I was not sure, what will I, what value will I add to this event and what can I say about it. But, we all grew up with hearing this name, expert, right? Expert means, it's such a strong brand. Okay, I would say, expert is a brand, it's a brand. It's not a product, it's a brand. Okay, and I was listening to Mr. Kamath, and, I think it's a tough act to follow, sir, speak after you. But, that's what, got me here. I thought, okay, expert is calling, so I should go there and, probably talk a few things, from my side. First of all, congratulations to you, Nayak Ma'am, for building something like this, building an institution like, expert in our region. Okay, 38 years, it's fantastic. You have built something that is aspirational, right? For a lot of students, getting into expert itself is an aspiration, because they know that once I get there, my life is set. Okay, you have built that, brand, and nothing makes me, proud, and a lot of us proud than, having a brand of, a global quality brand in Mangalore, right? In our region. Okay, and you guys have done that, and you have inspired so many people, and by building this brand, and probably the countless number of people whom you have educated, with your passion, in these last 38 years. Big fan of expert. I was not good enough to get into expert when I was studying, but but I think that name was always there in the back of our mind, and it is so heartening to see this initiative from your side, Ankush, to build this e-learn platform based on the knowledge. I think the knowledge of not just NACMAM and my, but also of so many of the teachers on your staff, how you are been able to build that all into a product. Okay, the product is the e-learn product, the easy product. Okay, just before this session, I was conducting a session on product design and development. As part of our TIE Mangaluru, we generally have on a Saturday morning, we generally do this product session where we call all the people in the region and ask them, okay, let's talk something about entrepreneurship this week. And today's talk was, how do you build great products, and how to build great products for the region, and not just for the region, the region, the national, the globally. Okay, and it's good to know that there is a product like this that has an opportunity to reach at a global level. Okay, one particular feedback that I would like to give is there is something called as a gamification. You have heard of it. One of the best products I have seen in education field is Duolingo. Okay, their gamification is just brilliant and fantastic. Okay, how do you combine your knowledge, which is I think there's no second thing about that. How do you combine that with gamification and make learning fun? Okay, my daughter, she's 17 now. She grew up, almost entirely on tablet, and whenever I ask her some question, she doesn't go to Google to answer it. She goes to YouTube. Okay, because we are all Google people, but she is a YouTube person. She gets her knowledge, from that, and she has to learn. She has to search so many things, to get her answer. But now with the expert, there is only one place to go to get a knowledge on a educational topic. You just go there and that knowledge is trustworthy. My daughter has to probably look at 5 videos to make sure that, okay, this is the right knowledge. Okay, with expert, you trust that knowledge, and that's your biggest advantage. Build in gamification, and like Nayak Ma'am rightly said, make your knowledge, make your product accessible to a larger audience. And I'm completely I completely subscribe to his point of view. There are different stratas of societies in our country. Make sure that there is a strata that gets this product, and there are 150 ways in which you can make them available by working with other people in the ecosystem, and hopefully with this product, you will be able to take a Mangalore product and make it a global product, right? I always believe that we should build great global brands from our region, and you're already a global brand, but how do you make this now accessible to a global audience? I think I hope you'll be on that journey next. And thank you so much for the opportunity, and once again I congratulate you for building easy and e-learn product, and let it soar high. Thank you.
We hope that as you wished, Expert eLearn reaches the global platform soon with all your guidance and blessings. Moving forward, we have Dr. Usha Prabha Naik, the Vice Chairperson of Expert Group of Institutions. Dr. Usha Prabha Naik, with a background in science and notable academic achievements, Dr. Usha Prabha Naik obtained her MBA in Marketing from Mangalore University, where she achieved the highest academic distinction and was awarded a gold medal. She further pursued her academic journey by successfully completing the PhD in Branding of Higher Education Institutions at the prestigious NITK, Surathkal. With an extensive teaching career spanning over 18 years, Dr. Usha Prabha Naik has garnered numerous accolades and awards for her outstanding contributions. She believes that a person grows until he or she has the ability to keep questioning, and that curious minds are the ones that can change the world. She strives to keep this ability of questioning and inquiring in students alive. This idea led her to create something that is Expert's very own and one of its kind, the Expedition. I request ma'am to kindly address the gathering and throw some light into this wonderful creation.
A very good morning to all the dignitaries present here, all the media people, and dear invitees. First of all, that was a launch of eLearn, but I'll tell you very frankly, Ankush, maybe a year back, somebody from media asked me, they said, ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂಕುಶನ್ನು ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Then I told, no, he is into field, only thing is you need to notice. But people didn't notice him, probably. So today, I don't know, I became very emotional. I felt more than the launch of eLearn, it was almost launch of Ankush. So we are proud of you, Ankush. You did a wonderful job. Now coming to our next release, that's nothing but Expedition. Expedition, as you all know, the meaning is a group of people, okay, on the journey with the one objective. Now, what was this objective started in Expedition? This is like, whenever I used to go for conferences on education, people used to speak always about thinking out of the box. But nobody will tell what is this out of the box. Children are struggling to learn what is inside the box, and we are talking about outside the box. So then the pandemic hit. We are inside. 45 days we were stuck in a beautiful campus of Valachil. There's nothing, nature, nothing else. It's the first one. I started thinking, what is this? What is this out of the box thinking? And what is that everybody is talking about? Everybody is talking about like education is stagnant, we have to bring change, we have to bring change. What is this change? Then I thought one thing, if it has to change, then that change has to be we. We can't go on telling that change is required, and we need to be that change. Now what to do? So I still started thinking, this is what we never thought of, the pandemic. We are all inside. What might happen after, post-pandemic? What is the situation? What will happen to education? What will happen to industries? What kind of people will be hired for the job? What kind of recruitment will be there if it is going like this? If such things, many things can come up. So with this thought process, I started doing a little of research, taking data from people, and so then the second lockdown. And during second lockdown, I was little like, I had little idea about with whatever data I have gathered. And thought of creating a different kind of what people think about, out of the box thinking. So again, team is very much required. We called all our faculties and I gave my idea. This is the idea to create whatever they study, but they need to have out of the box thinking and give certain ideas how to make it. Of course, there was this resistance from few people. Few people were like extra happy to listen to that, wanted to be part of. So the first part was struggle to make everyone as one team, because as I said, when I thought expedition, we must be as a team going together with one objective. So that was the first stage with the lots of hurdles, everything we overcome, then we became one team. We created wonderful content, which is not a NEET or CET, nothing is asked directly. It is something which is very unique. For example, in physics, we created a character called Tinga, and he will have problems in his life. It's a normal problem. So Tinga will speak about his problem, but answer is hidden somewhere in physics. And you need to use physics to solve the problem of Tinga's life. This kind of character was created. In maths, they created, because I'm just telling just one character of a certain, so like that in physics there are many others. Okay, they had something called thought for the day. And that thought for the day will make them think something about maths. Maybe what they have studied in the class, but in a different way. In chemistry, matrix matching, and even crossword. You know what is crossword? In the paper we do it, but here it is based on science. So this kind of matrix matching or maybe the crossword will bring a new kind of bonding between chemistry and the student. This is the idea. Even for that matter, not just even biology. Okay? We created lots of real life problems of biology. So learning just about the cell is not enough. Cell is there, each and like when we are moving, we are carrying that cell. So how to connect the life with the problems what we study or the subject what we study. So this will really develop their cognitive learning skill, their other abilities, problem solving skill, everything. Our intention was to just trigger this hidden, whatever talent is there in terms of these questions of real life. We didn't stop because people might think that, okay, we are from science background, so that's why PCMB. No, we created the book even for languages. Sanskrit, Kannada, English, Hindi. With this, even it is so tricky, the book is made in such a way that their emotions, they should be in a position to express it in a very different way. Because emotions can be in, you need not, expression is, if you are, say, some people when they are sad, they laugh a lot, some will cry a lot, some will hate. So emotions are different. So you need languages to express our emotions. So we made even in different languages these books. So it was a very beautiful journey. During the second lockdown, all of us, the entire expert team, you should have seen that, like the enthu of teachers, because when they started, even they didn't know how to make it. Do you think it's that easy to make a crossword using chemistry or using mathematics? It's very, very difficult. They started training themselves. And later, it went on, as they started enjoying it. The expert, there are no students in the college, because you must know it is With lockdown was extended lockdown for all of us, for education, not for other businesses. When all our businesses were running, okay, everything, at least 50% of the employees were working, even in some industries. But for education, it was extended lockdown. And that extended lockdown without student, teachers sitting idle, no, we made best use of that time, and we started creating a content which is really out of the box and which will really bring some change in students. Even in that, we created 3 level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay? So that students, and when they solve this kind, for them also it's a new thing. First level, it is very easy. So then they will try the same chapter with the second level. So such a beautiful one expedition, and we hope that even this expedition will create a revolution in the whole education system. Thank you one and all.
It is now time to introduce to the world of education an innovative set of workbooks that rekindles and reignites the natural curiosity of the students. We are honored to have with us Dr. Manjunath Bhandary, member of Karnataka Legislative Council, for the inauguration of the expedition. I request all the other dignitaries to kindly join us in for the inauguration. Put your hands together as we present before you the Expedition series, a set of workbook that is going to rekindle the students' mind. Happy to tell you that while the physical versions are available, the digital versions of these workbooks are also accessible through the Expert eLearn platform.
Yeah, just one more information, like these are available in the form of books, okay, but this will be in the digital version, just like how Mr. Rohit Bhat has told, it will be gamified. So we are working on that. So it will be there available on our tablet also.
Member of the Karnataka Legislative Council, a born leader, visionary, entrepreneur, politician, and an educationist. He took up mechanical engineering, and later he chose to enhance his knowledge in the social and political arena by studying MA and MPhil in political science, shaping his outlook, a rare blend of being a technocrat and a social activist. He holds a doctoral degree, PhD, in political science. He was awarded the prestigious Eisenhower Fellowship from the Eisenhower Foundation, Philadelphia, USA, for his relentless service in the realm of youth. The foundation was headed by the American President George W. Bush. At present, he is a member of the highest decision-making body of the party, the All India Congress Committee, New Delhi, and is actively engaged in the Congress Party's student and youth movement. I request you, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Ellarigu namaskara. I thought my part is over already because when Ullas Kamath sir and Rohit Bhat spoke, finally Usha ma'am also spoke. I thought it okay, I am relieved. Now only I realized I want to share my thoughts. When Narendra Roy ma'am has called me about 1 month back, he told sir, ನೀವು 24ಗೆ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಫ್ರೀ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. When he call comes, I can't say no to him. Even I can say my president call comes, I can say ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. When Narendra Naik ma'am calls, I can't say no to him. Because that one bonding and understanding between me and him. I know expert family since from 1990, almost all 32 years. All his brothers and their family. More than that, their simplicity. the simplicity is really, that is amazing simplicity, both their brothers or their entire family. I think when I entered Mangalore in 91 or 92, then our relationship with SS Naik and SL Naik. Later, when we started in education field, then myself and Narendra Naik become so close. Same time, he started the expert PU college, I started the engineering college. We exchanged our views, both our happiness and all other side also in the life were experienced. That time Ankush is very, very small kid. Even ma'am also, she was so kind to share, even she is part of Sahyadri. And she always proud to say, I am in Sahyadri. So I also says, sometime anybody ask the seat ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ನಮಗೆ, then I told Narendra Naik ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. Then people, no, sir, you know, everybody know that you are very, very close to that family. Of course, we are continued and I love to be with close associated with the expert. When Ankush was briefing, I thought 1 hour class regarding the artificial intelligence and machine learning is completed for me also. So why I was telling this point? About 15 days back, I was in US in Kentucky. I attended the International Legislator Conference. There was a main topic, how to use the AI and ML for the legislators. I was so surprised. I was so much interested to participate that session. So that's why the AI, you know that how the people, even the voters, they think how to select the votes and what they require. This all they are giving the entire brief. How one legislators can implement AI in his day-to-day affairs. So when today was one thing I learned from Ankush. See, everybody we were wearing the smartwatch and katkondu odaadತೀವಿ because you know how many calories burnt, how many calories we can eat, you know, to maintain our health. But today I learned, Ankush, ಎಷ್ಟು ಓದಬೇಕು, ಯಾವುದು ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿಡಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ AI itself. I think it's a new innovations. As Ullas Kamath sir was telling, first hand, second hand, sir, we are all studied, one teacher for 7 classes. The first standard in the 7ನೇ class tanka. He is the most AI teacher, I can say, because how can you control the first row who is starting in the first standard, 6th row who is sitting in 6th standard, and 7th row is the 7th standard. We have learnt in that type of the school has told. Again, I was really appreciates Kamath sir, Ullas. You know, he is really, I was able to work with many events and many incidents. He is a very enterprising. He is more than that. Always Entho is with him always. He was talking about the cross subsidy. I think before I am listening his speech, our speech ಕೇಳೋ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕೋ ಬೇಡವೋ ಹೇಳಬೇಕೋ there was some confusion in my mind. When he is expressed, I thought that is my duty to share that feelings also. So about 25 days back, there is a flood is affected the Kodibangre area. So somebody called me, my people are called, sir, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Then I went there. Then I saw the one government school. So the first standard to 7th standard, there is 800 students are there. First standard in the 7ನೇ class tanka, there was 800 students. Again 9th to 10th, there was another 300 to 400 students. The entire premises government school, there was 1,000 students are there. This was a really eye-opening for me. ಯಾಕೆಂತೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೋಡಿ ಬೆಂಗ್ರೆ, ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 1000 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಸೋ ಪೆಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. There is small rooms, ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ. There is a 58 years old school. Then immediately I thought myself, see, I am a public representative. More than that, I am an education. Education is my passion. Then immediately I called my friends. let we can adapt the school. At least we can share our knowledge, even resource, because I am very well connected with the people like our Pradeep Ma'am or so many other people. Why can't we can think and build that? Because that school, especially the minorities and downturn people are there. See, if I want to change my country or my district, then I can change that school. That itself is my contribution. So I thought I want to adapt that one. Then immediately I called the district administration. Of course, if I call, they can't say no to me. So today morning I went, sir, in fact. That's why I delayed 10 to 15 minutes. Morning at 8 o'clock I went to see with the engineer Suprita and I'll see, we want to make a master plan to rebuild, and my aim is I want to build that school is one of the model school for our country or my state. So this is my plan, so I went there. So when I seeing one education is so highly, you are thinking out today export or any other, and another side the school was nothing there in zero. They don't want to go to any African country. If you come to the Kodi Bengre, I think in the air distance maybe 2 kilometers. By road if you go there maybe 10 to 12 kilometers. See, my request is Ankush, this type of the many schools are there. As Ullas Kamath Ma'am what advised you, the cross subsidies, at least we can give to the latest technology idea for that people. That really, that will be, sir, I am telling, I am running an engineering college. See, when I saw that people, the kids or maka nodbekadre ansute, oh my God, what is the difference is there? This much of that, whose responsibility? I don't want to go back all these things. So these are the changes if we can make, definitely we can build our country, sir. This is what I request Ankush. See, you think about these are the technology, as Ullas Kamath told how to cross-subsidize all these things. And also Rohit Bhat, sir, I am telling, the education, yes, Papa, or you English and Mathad, see, that doesn't, because they are all the minority and that backward people and all. How to the gamification, how to our pata, because you know, I can't expect the good teachers to provide there. Because of the government college, they have the norms. So not easy to change even I think Ganesh Karnik sir oppodu. We can't change even one line nalli change madlik agodilla, sir. So we can do something. Like I can change if one school means I think there is 1,000 students means minimum there tomorrow after 5-10 years as there is 1,000 families. So these are the things I can request with Ankush to where we can do something and all. And as Rohit Bhat was clearly telling, yes sir, we proud for expert. It is not so easy. Every year 1,000 students or 1,500 students going out. Most of 80 to 89, 70% they are becoming the engineers and doctors. More than that, they are being a good human being. That is what I will really always appreciate. See, we are making a good engineers or doctors, not our main thing. Our main intention is we want to be a good human being. It's good to be Indian. That is a very, very important. That is I contribute. I want to thank Usha ma'am. Actually, she is always struggle because always, whenever she calls me, she has clear ideas what she want to do their kids. So that is why I am always proud. And today, honestly, I was not able to come to Mangalore at all. But I can't say no you to people. When you are doing something in the society, see, I can be with part of you people only. So that's why once again, thank you very much for all the people who are supporting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. And we are in debt to you for taking some time and joining us in this journey. Thank you so much. As rightly said, the definition of simplicity is our chairman, Professor Narendra L. Naik. A teacher who can weave magic into the subject, a leader who can motivate. Professor Narendra L. Naik, chairman of Expert Group of Institutions, is a distinguished educator and administrator renowned for his unwavering commitment to deliver superior education. He successfully completed his BE in Mechanical Engineering from Malnad College of Engineering, Hassan. Subsequently, he served as a faculty member at the esteemed Karnataka Regional Engineering College, KREC, now known as the National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, NITK. In addition, he has also achieved the ICWA Intermediate Exam Qualification. Professor Naik Initially started Expert as a small coaching class, which has since blossomed into an institution dedicated to delivering the highest standards of education. Throughout his illustrious career, Professor Naik has garnered numerous awards and accolades to highlight his excellence in the field of education. I request you, sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Mr. Ullas Kamath, Mr. Rohit Bhat, and then Shri Manjunath Bhandary, all my friends, ladies and gentlemen, media friends, good afternoon everybody. It's true that it's a emotional time because we have only one son. And he does something which is quite ambitious and which will be supplementing our stream only. And as Mr. Ullas Kamath said, anything, if add tech, it has got an added value, and that was quite catchy for me. And then if Ankush is doing that, then parents will be definitely very proud. I am really proud about that, Ankush. And I wish you will take this to higher heights so that we will always be assets to the humanity. Mr. Ullas Kamath said, Expert is not just a brand, it's an asset of the humankind. And I think we have to agree with that, and we have to work in that direction, and you take it forward, and we are with you. At this juncture, I am really grateful to my teachers in the elementary school and high school. And if Expert is today because of good education, good teaching, then it is because of those great teachers who have guided me very well from the day one. And when the Teachers' Day is coming ahead, this is the moment where I have got to remember all those teachers, great teachers. They were not just teaching what is Newton's law, what is photosynthesis, what is the trigonometry, or what is first order chemical reaction. They taught us what is right, what is wrong. And I am very happy to confess that I have learned from most of the people who are present here. They are all source of inspiration. Mr. Bhat was telling, I said, you were the source of inspiration indirectly. Like when you people take the technology to higher heights and the people appreciate, and when you become asset to the country, then we also think that even we have got to work in that direction where the people will feel that Expert is an asset to the country. And we are committed for that. Not that we don't do any mistakes, but we have a mindset to learn from our mistakes and correct it and become a better asset to our country. And this is not the time where the presidential address, it has to take shorter duration because it is ending up with that. And I was very, nice to, when Ullas Kamath ji said, Mr. Rohit Bhat also said that when you learn something must be catchy in the form of gamification, something like that. And if you work out these number of problems, finally some incentive like hung ice cream. And then I was looking at Mrs. Kamath there, Abharana. My God, if her name comes, it will be very difficult for us. But then she said, no, gold medal you can award, no problem. So it's very nice to have. I'm really emotional because of one more factor, that on the request of Ankush and the request of all of us, everybody has made time to come here and be a part of this particular function. Thank you very much. We will ever grateful to you. Thank you.
Conclude this exclusive launch event, I request Dr. N.K. Vijayan Karipal, the Principal of Expert PU College, Vadachil, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Dignitaries, special invitees, media persons, colleagues, good afternoon to one and all. Our chairman sir said, chairman and madam, they have only one son. That is Ankur sir. I think they have one son and one daughter. And the daughter is expert, which can conceive and deliver many ideas and resources to the society. It's a perennial daughter. My duty is to thank the guests and special invitees. Our great Ullas Kamath sir inaugurated our expert e-learn app. As rightly pointed out by our Rohit Bhat sir, we have to listen his speech now and think later and grasp later. So we have to take home for thinking and understanding in a little more wider perspective. And of course, he is the Bhishmacharya of business management in India, who has come down to earth today from sky because he has got a Guinness World Record for having highest number of air tickets. And the greatness of his personality lies not in the fact that he has flew many times. He is helping many entrepreneurs to soar in the sky. So, of course, his speech is a kind of etymological and epistemological fiesta for all of us. Sir, thank you very much for your wonderful presence and wonderful support you have been giving to our institute. Thank you very much, sir. Our Dr. Manjunath Bhandary, sir, a great friend of our institute, who has redefined the social work, politics, etc., who always wears smile on his lips and innocence at his heart, synonym for simplicity. We cannot see such a wonderful politician who is very simple and humble. Anybody can approach him with for any help. Sir, we can see innovation implemented in its every engineer institution. Those who have visited his Sahyadri Engineering College, we are highly honored to have you here, sir, and inaugurating our expedition, the wonderful, unique learning resource. Thank you very much, sir. We are indeed grateful to our Rohit Bhat sir, because he is the magician of mobile games and markets, who is a catalyst, who completely smashed out the category and the conventions with his code and coding and connecting. And it is not merely 99, it is 100 out of 100. Sir, we are highly thankful for your wonderful presence today. And definitely, we have invited many eminent personalities from different walks of life who has been with us in different achievements for expert. We are highly thankful to each one of you. Due to the paucity of time, we cannot name separately. We are indebted to all of you who have come and witnessed this wonderful program today. And we are thankful to each and every media persons who have come and covered this wonderful program and made it a wonderful, ever rememberable day for us. Thank you, all the media persons, visual and print media. I take this opportunity to thank all our colleagues, the entire faculty, the academic community of expert teaching and non-teaching staff, for all the support you have been giving for our team leader Ankur sir and the whole team. Thank you very much. I'm highly grateful to guiding lights, as Ankur sir rightly pointed out, our chairman sir and honorable vice chairperson madam, in each and every guidance as a lighting house for our entire endeavors. Thank you, chairman sir, and thank you, vice chairperson madam. I'm thankful to our Deepika madam as well as a staunch supporter for Ankur sir as well in all our endeavors. All the family members, all the friends, thank you very much. We have one more small event presenting the mementos. Over to MC once again. Thank you very much.
We cannot thank you enough, the three esteemed guests who are with us. We cannot thank you enough for joining us. We request you to kindly accept a small token of gratitude from our side. I request Ankur sir to kindly. Mr. Ullas Kamath ji, Mr. Rohit Bhat ji, Mr. Rohit Bhat, thank you so much. Dr. Manjunath Bhandary, thank you, sir, for joining us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.